Hi, my name's Stuart Hemsley. I'm here to host today's inaugural Garden Club of Lake Placid inaugural TV show and the promotion of the Secret Gardens Tour. I'm joined on my right-hand side, left as you're looking, with the Garden Club president and co-chair of the tour, Joan Donaldson. Welcome, Joan. And my friend Linda Friedlander, who is the publicity chair of the tour. And today we're here to completely promote the Secret Gardens Tour, tell you everything you need to know about it, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and how you can get into these secret gardens, of which I believe there are 9, and we'll learn a little bit more about that. But Linda, thanks for having us in your back garden today. We're looking to learn about the Garden Club of Lake Placid, and you've offered to give up some information about that, so go ahead.
We have been in existence 85 years. And happily, I wasn't there at the beginning, almost. However, the Garden Club was founded by some ladies on Placid Lake, Mrs. Bernstein, Mrs. Epstein, and then Mrs. Owens. And then Uihlein was also a founder, and she had a place in the lake, but she had a residence in town, and Mary Prime. And they founded our garden club 85 years ago, thank goodness. And it's been a very dynamic club ever since. We had a short hiatus during the war, and then got right up again.
And I was reading on your website this morning that the reason the club came about was to improve the gardens of Lake Placid.
Right. To improve the gardens of Lake Placid, Placid Lake, and Mirror Lake. And that was one of their first goals. We now have a mission statement, which is a little bit different from their first mission statement, which promoted garden club shows, which has changed now because the modern woman has changed. We don't have the help we used to in the house and in the garden, so that we've evolved along with the times.
Right, and you mentioned Uihlein.
Yes.
In there, and they're helping us to promote this with the TV show and the promoting sponsor.
They are very kindly helping us out with promoting this, and we help them out in the garden. We have 3 gardens that the Garden Club maintains, and the garden at Uihlein is one of them. Another one is a triangle garden opposite the horse show grounds, and another one is at the post office, opposite the post office. There's a very pretty garden with a fountain, and that's another one we do. So we are out straight with what we do, and we work hard. So we're kind of a different kind of a garden club. We don't wear fancy hats and go to teas. We work and work hard. And and the history that you might read at the Centennial exhibit, which is on right now, of when women got the vote, there's a subtitle to that, which is Garden Club of Lake Placid, and the subtitle is, I know fun is part of it. It's work, creativity, work, flowers and fun, or something like that. I forgot what the subtitle is, but we're all that.
So Elderwood of Uihlein at Lake Placid, a promoting sponsor of the Secret Gardens Tour. So let's hear from Joan about how do you get to begin to start a Secret Gardens Tour?
It starts with looking at the history of the Garden Club, and the Garden Club of Lake Placid has been hosting as a fundraiser garden tours for many years, but they were home and garden tours. The last home and garden tour was held 8 years ago, 2008, and it was quite successful. And here we are 10 years later, and the concept to have a secret gardens tour has evolved. The idea started coming about last summer, and then in January, the executive committee, who is the steering committee for the Secret Gardens Tour gave me, as president, the permission to proceed with all the logistics of putting together a Secret Gardens Tour.
Now, how many members do you have in?
We have right around 100 members in the Secret Garden, in the Lake Placid Garden Club.
And are they volunteer people? These are people that help volunteer at the gardens that Linda was.
These are people, actually, there are many activities that a member can choose to participate in throughout a calendar year with the garden club. They can work in gardens if they choose. If they choose not to do that, there are 3 opportunities at Elderwood in the fall where we do floral arranging with the residents in an activities room. And we come together, and it's very hands-on with the residents there. So that's very fulfilling on our part, and it's a joy to work with the residents there.
Another thing we do is clean up the streets of Lake Placid.
Absolutely.
The Garden Club was the originator of the village cleanup, which is a annual event every year, and it's very beneficial toward the village because
my wife and daughter went out and helped
and
this year.
And we are still a sponsor of the Lake Placid Village Cleanup Day.
Yes.
The Lake Placid Garden Club also participates under the direction of Denise Ehrenstone. We do 3 Adopt a Highway projects. So we're not just out tending to gardens. We are a community service organization as well, with all ages. We also sponsor 2 camperships to DEC Camp Colby every year. So there is something for, I believe, everyone who's interested in helping with the promotion of Lake Placid. All ages.
You do not have to be a good gardener to join the garden club.
No,
I am not a great gardener.
You do not.
Let's share some details because we haven't yet. Okay. Sunday, July 29th, 2018. We've got a rain or shine event. So, in your own words, Joan.
Yes. We have this wonderful Secret Gardens Tour that is scheduled for Sunday, July 29th, rain or shine, as Stuart said. Tickets are on sale right now. They are considered advance tickets for $15. You may purchase those at one of 3 business locations through Saturday, July 28th. And those 3 business locations are here in Lake Placid, the Bookstore Plus on Main Street, Lake Placid Flower and Gift out on Sentinel Road, and even in Saranac Lake, we have the Hot House. They are selling our tickets, our advance tickets as well.
Whereabouts is the Hot House?
The Hot House is on Petrova Ave. Petrova Ave in Saranac Lake. And so $15 advance tickets may be purchased through Saturday, July 28th.
Now, those businesses will not be taking credit cards. They're taking checks and cash?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So, and you can't buy these tickets online, so you have to go to one of those 3 businesses prior to the day to get that $15 ticket.
That's correct.
Okay. And the checks are made out to the Garden Club of Lake Placid,
That's
of course.
correct.
All right. And then day of, beautiful day, nothing on TV, and people decide that they want to come to the Secret Gardens Tour because they've seen this on Spectrum TV. They still get a chance to get a ticket on the day of the tour.
Yes, there is a small window of opportunity on the day of the tour, Sunday, July 29th, between noon and 1:30. You may come to the Lake Placid Beach House on Parkside Drive, and in the front of the building, there will be 3 Garden Club members outside on the sidewalk in the front of the building.
The non-lakeside.
Non-lakeside. And you may purchase a ticket for $20 again, between noon and 1:30 p.m.
Okay, so that's in between Peacocks and the Mirror Lake Boathouse.
Exactly.
Beach house, right?
That's
And
correct.
Stuart, if you come at 1:35, you will not get in the tour.
I'll be there at 1:29.
Oh, the 120. Don't push it.
We're going to have some of your members are going to be actually standing on the sidewalk, and it's almost a drive-through, pick up and show your ticket, and that's when you'll get your guide to the Secret Gardens tour. Now, this is not a walking tour. We spoke about how the walk around Mirror Lake has some beautiful flowers. I was just admiring flowers as I'm driving around from home to here. But this is a drive-in tour. We've got 9 gardens.
That's true. That's true. When you come to the beach house between between noon and 1:30 on the day of the tour, all ticket holders, whether you're an advance ticket holder or you just bought your ticket for $20, you will present your ticket to one of the 3 Garden Club members outside the front of the beach house, and we in turn will exchange your ticket for the self-guided booklet and map. You will then be on your way. You don't even have to get out of your car. We will be standing on the sidewalk, and you will be on your way. I do advise that people take a few moments once they get the booklet and map and look at it for a few minutes, because the 9 gardens are all within Lake Placid Village, with the exception of 2, which are just on the outskirts. So plan your afternoon. Read the description of those gardens, because you may choose to only go to 5 of those gardens. You may decide that after reading about a particular garden that really isn't your interest. So you can spend more time at other gardens if you choose. It is your tour.
I couldn't imagine being on that Secret Gardens tour and not having everybody come to my house. Because it's self-guided, but the host of the Secret Garden is actually going to be in their garden, correct?
Absolutely. The host will be on their property, in their gardens, and it is critical that once you have the booklet and map, that you keep that with you, because when you come onto the property of a home and garden, or the garden, that is the visual sign to the homeowner, the garden owner, that you are indeed a paid participant of the garden tour.
So that's your ticket. Like when you go to the Wild Center, you'll have a little sticker put on your shirt. Your ticket now.
Sure.
Children welcome?
Absolutely.
Okay. No children's price for it?
We have
No.
one garden that is has.
Linda, it's a secret. Watch.
I have a gag order because I want to give teasers, and President Donaldson says she was going to bring duct tape to this interview, because I just want to tell people a little bit more about the gardens. Let me just read a little teeny bit. Joan can stop me when she wants, because I had a letter, and she said, I have 15 friends that are coming to Lake Placid for the tour, and asked some questions. Then she said, I'd love to see the property description. So I wrote her, and I said, of course, you, and so would everybody else. But it's a Secret Gardens tour, and the word is mum. With too much description, our own members and other locals might figure out whose property we are talking about. So we can't even reveal them. We can't even reveal. And then I went on to say that one of them, and Joan dressed me down for giving that hint. So I have to be very careful not to get the duct tape across my mouth.
Okay, so no duct tape for
No duct
Mrs.
tape.
Friedlander, but behind us are our tulips. And the tulips will be featured in the guide and will be at the property so that people can identify. They're not walking through next door's property. So.
Exactly. Yes. The tulips will be displayed in the front of the beach house, where we will be exchanging the tickets and selling the day of tickets. But the tulips will also there will be a wooden tulip at the entrance to each property. So it will clearly be able to designate which property is on the tour.
Very good.
And to give you a little history about the tulips themselves, they were used for one of our first tours that I was chairman of, that we had on the Lake Placid, on Lake Placid Lake, and it was old homes on Lake Placid Lakes with beautiful, the lake with beautiful gardens. And so I said, well, we've got to have something to designate the gardens. So my husband, who just got a new bandsaw, said, oh, don't worry, I can do that for you. So he cut out all the tulips. And then I had to paint them and set them up. And then I went to Lamb Lumber one day, and somebody said, how'd you like those tulips? And I said, oh, they were very nice. And he said, well, I cut them out. I said, my husband lied to me. He said he cut them out.
So Lamb Lumber, they go back, and as does your husband, who we knew and loved from when he was. I mean, I've been coming here for 30 years, and I remember John Friedlander being headmaster at Northwood when I was coaching soccer. So there's a little link between myself, the Friedlanders, the tulips.
That's
that
right.
Mr.
That's
Friedlander
right.
did not
But this
make.
this tulip originally was on my lawn probably 40 years ago.
Wow.
And if I might add that we have actually 12 of these tulips, and they were recently repainted in various colors by one of our newest members, who is a retired art teacher.
Very good. So it's got on here, comfortable shoes are suggested for your personal safety. Some gardens have sloping lawns and require ascending and descending steps on uneven ground. So wherever you are, whatever secret garden you're going into, please take care. We'd love to see you all there. I think I'm putting this down on, I'm going to have to go.
Oh, you'll have to.
I'll have to go.
Men are, and we even have a vegetable garden,
There you go.
which is mixed with a flower garden.
Well, now we're giving away
There,
secrets.
she's given.
Is there anything else?
I
ladies,
snuck
that-
that in. I snuck
we
that
don't
in.
know.
Anything else we need to add?
I would just say don't wait till the 29th to buy your ticket. I think you need to, because we do have a limited number of tickets.
Okay.
So I think it's important for the public to get out there and buy those tickets, that ticket
Right.
today at either of those 3 business locations. But if you choose to buy it the day of, we hope we will be able to accommodate you.
Right.
And we will do our
And
best.
I bought my ticket already, and I was so impressed because it was so pretty. I thought it was just going to be like a theater ticket, but it has all the information on about the date, the time, and this kind of thing. And it was a really pretty little square ticket.
Now, as much as it says tickets are non-refundable, they are transferable. You could give it to a friend
Absolutely.
Oh, yes,
to go.
you
Okay,
could
so if
buy it.
something comes
Oh,
up and
absolutely. In fact, I think it would be a wonderful gift
there you go.
to give. And one other thing I'd like to add, Stuart, that your ticket, the cost of your ticket, whether it's the $15 advance or the 20-day of, that includes the tour, the booklet, the map, plus refreshments on the lawn of one of our members. She and her husband have graciously opened their lawn to our use for refreshments, and their lawn overlooks Mirror Lake.
Okay, is that a secret?
Not anymore. She let it out. She let her secret out.
But in the book, there are more details about
So there are
the
some refreshments
There
with it.
are very nice refreshments. Yes.
Okay. Ladies, I think have we covered everything? If not, they can always swing by your
Oh, wait,
website.
we have a website for the Garden Club.
Absolutely.
And it's www.GardenClubOfLakePlacid.org. And there is a tab that says tour. So people can access that tab and find out all the details about the tour and also find out more about our garden club by just going online.
And we hope to see you on the 29th. Rain or shine, we will be there. Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome, ladies, and thank you, Elderwood of Uihlein at Lake Placid, for being the promoting sponsor of today's inaugural TV show and promo of the Secret Gardens Tour. Thank you, and we hope to see you there.